Nichols with two NBA champions hanging out, Paul Pierce, Scottie Pippen. Paul, what are your thoughts on the first half, especially what we saw from Russell Westbrook?
Well, the Lakers don't have anybody on their roster that can even match up with Westbrook. He's continually getting into the lane, causing havoc, getting layups, finding guys on the wing for three-point shots. And this could be a problem for the Lakers if they see each other in the playoffs, because I don't see anybody on that roster as constructed that can stay with him. We already know what James Harden can do. He's pretty much unstoppable. This could be an interesting matchup come playoff time.
I have to agree with what Paul said. I mean, Westbrook is just going one-on-one, going at guys, getting to the bucket.
All right, and what do you think, Scottie, about the way the Lakers are going and what LeBron's doing today?
Well, I think what LeBron doing based on his age, he's just trying to feel his way out throughout the game. But I expect him to get more aggressively. They really are not getting the points that they need. And when you're on the road, you got to have guys that can score. And you see that the Houston Rockets are taking advantage of it. They know that there's no AD. They're getting to the hole. But for LeBron, he's pretty much doing what all he can do. You can't ask for much more.
Well, Russell Westbrook, 22 points, 9 of 12, but no three-pointers. The last time Russ didn't take a three in an NBA game was 2018, so we will see if that happens. LeBron James, well, he's got 16 points of his own, but his Lakers are down by 6. We will be back right after this break.
This halftime report is presented by McDonald's.
I don't know. I got a little inside information I mentioned earlier in the show. Talking to Jason Kidd earlier, and he made it clear that when it comes to defending James Harden, they are not going to show everything tonight. So I'm curious if they really trap him or double him or just play him a little bit more straight up the way we've seen a couple teams do recently this past week. He brought up the Patriots. He's like, we're going to be like Bill Belichick. We're not showing everything tonight because, again, these teams know it could come down to the two of them to see who gets to the NBA Finals. Of course, the Clippers might have something there to say as well. Scottie, jump ball for you. Which version of LeBron do you expect to see more of here tonight in Houston? Do you expect LeBron the scorer, or do you expect LeBron the facilitator?
I expect him to be a facilitator for most of the game, but I think knowing that this is a road game, he's going to have to be a closer tonight.
Okay. You got to be here. What about you, Paul? What do you got?
I think we're going to see him score a lot, facilitate. LeBron is going to be LeBron. I think he's going to give the game what it needs, but I think he's going to step up and scoring a little bit more tonight with the absence of Anthony Davis. So he should be in the upper 30s.
What about you? What do you got?
Yeah, like Paul said, I think he's going to be like LeBron again. Kind of do what he always does.
It's going to be interesting to see whether Kyle Kuzma is cooking, whether Danny Green can get cooking to help LeBron out. Kuzma had a great first two games when Anthony Davis was out, and Kuzma stepped in there for him, and then he fell off in the last two, really struggled. So I don't know which version of Kuzma we're going to get tonight.
I don't know, really. I mean, when you see a player come out like that, I call it a honeymoon stage. He's happy to get back on the court and get with his team, but his production level is not consistent yet. So I expect him to play better when he's at home, but this is a road game, so hopefully he can break out.
Well, it's a different mindset you have from coming off the bench and actually being a starter. You know, when I started coming off the bench, it was a different mentality. So, you know, he has to get back into the mentality of a starter's mentality like he was a year ago and start being aggressive from the start. And if he can do that, then he can be successful and more consistent.
Yeah, and also he's going to see, we've got the trade deadline coming up in about 3 weeks. There are rumors, not that the Lakers are shopping him, but they are listening to phone calls for him. So he's playing under the veil of that as well tonight. Will be very interesting. All right, I already think I know the answer to this, but Travis, I got to ask, who you got tonight?
Red
Make
Nation.
it official.
Red Nation, Rockets, Houston, Space City, 13-0. You know. Always.
You can see it. What kind of reception do you think your hometown is going to give to Dwight Howard tonight? Because obviously a rocky departure here.
I don't know, but I mean, we always just show love. So, you know, but today, I think we're going to just go all the way Rockets. So I think we're just going to be on one side of the fence today.
Rachel, I want to say they didn't show me no love when I came.
Oh, man.
I'm not expecting him to get any love.
No. What was it like, Scottie, the first time you came back here?
It was tough. It was tough. I had never been booed like I did when I came back here.
Really?
It was all good.
All right. Well, these
I was
fans
with a good team.
Yes, you certainly were. The Rockets fans here, I guess, they sometimes forgive, but they don't forget. Who you got tonight, Paul? Who
I
you
got the
picking?
Rockets tonight. They've been struggling, but they need this win. This could be a confidence builder moving forward. I got the Rockets.
Do players think like that? I mean, they've lost a bunch coming into this game. They had some tough losses on national TV. How much do you guys think about, I got to make a statement on, like, Saturday night primetime?
Well, this is a big game. This is like a Sunday noon game, and players are going to come ready. They see the hype and everything around the game, so I expect the Rockets to come out and defend their home court.
Yeah, there's only certain games you circle on the calendar, and this is one of them for both teams. And so they'll both be primetime ready.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, the Lakers, by the way, have had losses coming into this game, too. Just had against the Magic the other night. Their streak busted against sub-500 teams, so they got a little statement to make of their own. We got both of these teams wanting to show each other what they got. You guys get to see all of it. We are fresh out of time. Thanks to Mike Wilbon, Scottie Pippen, Paul Pierce, and, of course, Travis for hanging with me today. Enjoy the game. Mike Breen, it's all yours.
Thank you, Rachel, and good evening, everyone. We're very excited about this season's debut of the NBA Saturday Primetime, and it begins with a terrific matchup. It's the LA Lakers and the Houston Rockets. Hi, everyone, with Mark Jackson, Jeff Van Gundy, Mike Breen on hand, Lisa Salters with us as well. We've got two teams that believe they can win a title. We have two teams that have incredible dynamic duos, and we get to see them play for the first time this season. Now, the Lakers, one of the dynamic duo is out. Anthony Davis is going to miss his fifth straight game with the tailbone injury. So that means LeBron James has more responsibility, which he's handled quite well over 17 years. It truly is extraordinary, the level he continues to play at.
Well, we've seen guys in the history of this game get better and better, improve as a basketball player. That's not LeBron James' testimony. He started off great and continues to be great 17 years later. But what he has improved in is his ability to lead. Continues to get better and better at impacting his teammates, making them better basketball players, not just on the court, but off the floor. But most importantly for the Lakers, his playmaking ability, the vision, the ability to sacrifice himself as a scorer and put guys in position to be effective and efficient, gives this team a legitimate chance to win it all. Look at his numbers throughout the course of this season. And impressive to me is the almost 11 assists per game, leading the league. He needs help, though, Coach.
He does, and he's getting help, particularly in Davis's absence, from the two-headed center of JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard. They have played exceptional basketball and exceptionally efficient basketball. You look at these numbers, this is what you need. When a star goes out, you need someone to step forward. Their centers have done a terrific job.
Their size has had a tremendous impact. Of course, James Harden, since he's come to Houston, he's had quite the impact, and he's our impact player brought to you by the U.S. Army. But he's got another impact player with him in Russell Westbrook. How are those two in their second stint as teammates? How are they meshing?
Well, over the last 14 or so games, very well. And Harden keeps doing it in an unconventional throwback manner of isolation basketball. Over and over again, they get out of his way and let him go to work. And because of his skill set, the ability to shoot deep, particularly off the dribble and in step-back fashion, opens up the ability for Harden to drive the ball, even against elite defenders. If you leave him one-on-one in isolation, he is going to get a layup, draw a foul, or create a good play because of his exceptional passing skills. If you look at this number, a lot of words there, but if it's you and Wilt, you're doing a good job. Harden has as many points as he's played minutes. Incredible job. But he also, just like LeBron, needs help as well.
And that help comes in the form of Russell Westbrook. He came to Houston and said, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to put this team in position to get over the hump. And took a back seat, sacrificed his game. Coach Mike D'Antoni pulled him aside and said, we brought you here to be Russell Westbrook. And the bottom line is he's been more aggressive. Look at his numbers the last 14 games, getting to the line, pushing the pace, and scoring the rock, Mike.
There are some nights where they have looked unbeatable. There are other nights where they look very ordinary. Certain nights when Harden and Westbrook can be magical. Star power on the floor tonight. 3 former MVPs included as we get some tip-off for tonight's game. And it's coming up after these messages and a word from our ABC stations.
NBA Saturday Primetime on ABC is presented by Under Armour. The only way is through.
Nothing beats the best. Metro's lining it up this season with the best deal in wireless. Right now, score 2 free phones from Samsung or LG, plus a brand new tablet on us when you switch.